Bruce Shane was an important musician teacher in Tokyo. Every day in the mornings, he took the train from his house until the theater, where he gave music classes, and at night, when he finished his classes, he took again the train until his home. One day, on his way home, Bruce found a small box that had a particular song. When he opened the box, he saw a dog. So, he took the box with the dog inside and carried it until his home. Bruce arrived home, and his daughter, Natalie, immediately picked up the dog and gave him food. Bruce didn't want the dog because 2 years ago his dog had died, so he thought that have another dog could be like to replace his old friend. During that week, Bruce had a conversation with Charlene, his wife, about the future of the dog. Charlene, what am I supposed to do? Natalie wants this dog like a son, but we can have another animal because we can replace our old pet. Honey, don't be afraid. You aren't replacing our old pet. You found this little dog in the street, and now we can the possibility to give him a home. Okay, it'll give the dog just 2 months to have good behavior. While he's with us, well, call him Hachiko. After 2 weeks, Bruce was feeling affection for Hachiko. His connection was so great that the dog knew the teacher's shoulder. He was always waiting at the door when Bruce left home and when he came from work. One day, Bruce went to work, and when Natalie went out to play with Hachiko, she could not find him anywhere. She began to look for him desperately, and her neighborhood told her which way the dog had taken. Hey, Hachiko's going to the train. Going this way. Thank you, thank you. Finally, Natalie arrived at the train station, and there was Hachiko waiting for Bruce. For Natalie, it was impossible to take her pet home. Only when her father arrived from work, Natalie, Bruce, and Hachiko could return home. From that moment, the teacher discovered that he had a true friend in his life. Over time, the love between Bruce and Hachiko grew more. The teacher every morning before going to work taught him new tricks and educated him. Then they went to the train and there said goodbye after Hachiko returning home, and at night when the teacher was arriving at the train station. His true friend was already waiting for him there. After many months, the teacher was teaching music classes as usual, and he felt a severe headache. He immediately fell to the ground. His students called an ambulance, and Bruce was taken to the hospital. When his wife arrived at the hospital, she asked, Hi, who can help me? I need information from my husband Bruce. Immediately, a doctor says, Good afternoon, my name is Bob. I attended to your husband when he arrived. What's up, Doc? Please tell me, please. Her husband arrived at the hospital very serious. He had a brain hemorrhage. We could not do anything to help him. It was too late. He died. I'm so sorry. Bruce's death was painful for everyone, but Hachiko was the one who suffered the most. Since the day Professor Hachiko died, he did not return home. He stayed to live at the station. The people who live around the station, Natalie and Charlene, took care of him until the day of his death. 9 years after Bruce died, Hachiko died in the train station, waiting for his owner, teaching us true love and friendship. This story was so unique that they made a statue in memory of Hachiko and dissected his body to put it in a museum. The real name of the teacher was Hitsauro Ueno, and the name of the station was Shibuya in Japan.